Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is a quick one. I just wanted to go through the amount of presidential candidates. I briefly mentioned this in one of my other videos about how there's going to be a lot more political candidates in elections from now on. I just made a quick little spreadsheet for this. So we have number of candidates, and we have the percentage of each for political parties. So basically saying like how many candidates are belonging to the Democrats, how many are registered Republicans, that kind of stuff. So we notice in 1980, so this was Carter re-election, the one that Reagan won, we had 285 individuals that ran for the presidency, 55 Republicans. Then we had 227 candidates, then we have 332, 274, 291, 256, 222. Basically, it was kind of okay in line. And then 2016 happened. So Obama basically was in there. And the political landscape exploded. We had 220 Democrats registering for the presidential election. We had 300 Republicans going for it. And over 1,000 independents. Donald Trump incumbency comes around 2020 election. Democrats more than 300, Republicans goes down a bit, independents go down a bit, and we see basically a peak. It's going down at the moment, because now at the moment we have 555 independent candidates. Here's the thing though, registry for the presidential election I think runs up to, I think May 2024, something like that. I have to check that one. But at the moment, we have more than 500 presidential candidates, of which 150 belong to the Republicans and 79 belong to the Democrats. So we already have a significant look of an explosion of presidential candidates, and because it became pop culture, which means that everyone basically just tosses their head in the ring. Everyone has an opinion on everything, and they want to be able to change the world. The explosion of social media, basically. This is what happens. This also means, because we're talking about free and fair elections. Well, a fair election would mean that every single one of these candidates gets the exact same amount of time on the TV screen. They get the exact same treatment when it comes to invitations to debates. They get the exact same treatment by the party. Well, obviously this doesn't happen. Why is that? Well, very simple. How many people were invited to a presidential debate in 2016? On the Democrat side? 2? 3? 4? Not that much, right? But we had 200 candidates running. How many sat on the Republicans? 12? 20? Well, we have 300 candidates. So how come we're talking about free and fair elections, but at the same time we don't allow all of them to express their opinion? We don't invite them to debates. We don't do anything like that. Doesn't sound like a fair election, now does it? Just a little thing to think about. Right, there's not much else here. I can go over a quick list of these candidates. There's just a shit ton. I have marked the yellow ones, which are considered to be major candidates, in my particular opinion. So we have, or at least non-negligible candidates. So there's quite a few, and there's quite a few parties assigned to it. Right? I haven't filtered these. I just filtered out duplicates. That's it. So there could be joke candidates in there, because there are quite a lot of them. I think it would be funny if there's a presidential candidate that says Seymour Butts or something like that. That's just funny. It's kind of like a Simpsons joke. But the regards here. So I have this particular thing, and I can expand it until 2048 by the time it's done. And I can expand it further out anyway. So, percentage-wise, it's always approximately the same. The number of independent candidates is almost always exceeding 50%, with the exception of 1984 and 1992, which basically means the Reagan re-election, Clinton versus Bush versus Perot. So basically at that particular point. Then we have Democrat candidates, they're always higher than Republicans, with the exception, well, it's actually very simple. The amount of candidates increase for the out party in comparison to the in party. Simple, right? Why is it? It's not likely to challenge your incumbent. We don't technically do that. So if we have an incumbency election, let's see 1980 to 1984, share of Republicans decline, it goes from 19% to 10%, incumbent goes out, jumps again to 16%. So we have this Bush compared to Bush re-election, which means 21% Republicans to 10%. Right here, this jump. Trump basically stays the same. How it goes with Democrats, we have 92 to 96, there's a decline, 2008 to 2012, there's a decline, now this we have a decline, so performance in line, right? Basically everything I have to talk about regarding this particular thing, it's a work in progress basically, because as long as people can register to come for president or to run for president, I will pick them up and put them in. Pretty much the way it works in this particular functionality. Thank you kindly for watching, and I'll see you next time. I suppose leave your thoughts below if there's anything picking up, if you want me to discuss anything or want me to talk about a particular topic, you can go for it. Cheers.